I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on the latest episode of i.milaric podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, and many more cool things, hopefully, I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. This is episode 77 and it's going to be all about a single cryptocurrency mining platform or app called Honeyminer. I know I talked about it a lot in recent weeks on my channel, but I found something that I find very worrying and very problematic about this popular cryptocurrency mining app that allows you to turn your computer into a mining rig. Before I get into that, a huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. You really make this podcast possible. Please, everyone else, check out their creative ventures in the description below. Links are all there. And if you too would like to support me on Patreon and help me make this type of content and these videos, please check out my link and check out my Patreon page. In return, of course, I would love to help promote your venture if you happen to have one. Now, episode 77, as I said, is all about Honeyminer. Honeyminer, a short intro, is an application you download for free, which turns your regular home PC into a crypto mining rig, and through a mining pool you get paid for your CPU and GPU usage. I already made a video that tells about Honeyminer, how I started using Honeyminer, how I thought that it's not going that well, and finally I did a review which is pretty scathing and negative in regards to Honeyminer. But the thing that happened last week is that one of my viewers commented on that video that he too found that his mining rig or his mining app, Satoshi mining app, it produces satoshis, which are part of a single Bitcoin, a small parts of a single Bitcoin, think cents to a US dollar. His Honeyminer rig was also stuck on the same number of satoshis as mine. So I got 1,000 satoshis just to sign up, and then I started mining. My miner produced 253 satoshis, so in total it's 1253 satoshis when it stopped working, and I couldn't get it to continue in any shape or form. It was stuck at the same number. However, my viewer said that his Honeyminer rig was also stuck at the very same number, which is a really peculiar thing. 1253. So I started doing a bit of research, googling that information, and I found really worrying and really problematic tweets on Twitter directed at Honeyminer, which state the same thing. Here is a tweet, I left the link in the description below, from July 21st, 2019, so almost 2 years ago, which states, why my Honeyminer app on my laptop stopped mining at, you guessed it, 1253 satoshis. Must be a magic number because 3 of my friends have their miner shut down at the very same point. Now there is a few replies to that. Several people state the same thing on February 27, 2020, and then later on March 1st and March 9th. The last tweet in that series is from March 9, which is 2 months ago, a little less, stating same here, account stuck at 1253 satoshis. Now so far I thought that Honeyminer was basically just a bad application. It's created in a way that's not optimized, it's not good at recognizing your GPU, it produces very little, and at some point it stops working for who knows what reason. But with this info, I'm starting to suspect that the whole thing might actually be something more akin to a scam. Now that's very worrying and very problematic because Honeyminer has been around for many years. I mean many years, for something like 5 or 6 years, which is a long time for the cryptocurrency scene. And if this is the setup, if the shtick is that you get on board with the platform, mine a bit, introduce this platform to other people, help spread it around, and get to a point of only getting 253 satoshis. Don't forget the first 1,000 is a bonus that you get for signing up. This is a major scam. Now, I'm really hesitant to call anything a scam because, hey, this is internet, everyone can say anything and damage companies and businesses. So I can't be sure, but it's something that Honeyminer has to address immediately, because my viewer who commented on the previous review video said that he contacted Honeyminer, who said that he should wait for an upgrade or update and then try again later. That's a really bad explanation. Because, to quote the Honeyminer support, if we can trust my viewer, and I don't see why not, said to wait for the company to mail him a fix or to wait for an update. Until then, don't keep the application running. But this is the point. If people have this issue for over or nearly 2 years, why would it get fixed magically right now? In best case, this is an extreme level of negligence on the Honeyminer part, and it shows a company that really doesn't care about their users. In the worst case scenario, this is a fraudulent business that's running something that is really beyond problematic if they are willingly and knowingly allowing their users to get stuck at that point, to have that money on their platform. It's a small amount of money, but don't forget, you're promoting it, you're telling people about it, people are downloading, getting more users on the platform. Anything you mention of Honeyminer online helps in a promotional manner, as long as it's not saying to people, hey, don't use this, you'll end up without your 253 satoshis that you made Honeyminer for free. It's still a benefit to the company. And in any kind of scenario, no matter what the Honeyminer take on all of this is, the platform is really letting down its users. To which degree, I don't know, but it's letting them down for sure, because this is not a solid business practice by any stretch of the imagination. And worst off, it has the potential of being an actual fraudulent process, a scam that is being willingly and knowingly run on the side of Honeyminer. Again, I'm really hesitant to say this, and I don't want to accuse anyone directly, but Honeyminer needs to address this somehow immediately, or else it's simply a platform that you should stay away from. I'm certain that's a platform you should stay away from anyway, but in the other worst case, it's something much more. So hopefully someone at Honeyminer sees or hears about this and there is some kind of reaction, because right now this stinks to high heaven. That's all for this episode of I Am Gaming Podcast. A lot of crypto related episodes recently, hopefully you don't mind. Again, a huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. You really and truly make this podcast possible. It comes out every week, single episode, and you, my Patreon supporters, are the people who actually make that happen. So a big thanks to your contributions. If you too consider supporting my podcast, please check out the link in the description below. Also check out my book on cryptocurrencies, how they work and how you can invest in them, called The Crypto Mindset. It's on Amazon, link is right there below as well. Lastly, if you're a first time viewer, please consider subscribing or at least leaving a like, or crucially, if you too have any experience with Honeyminer and that magical number of 1,250 satoshis, please leave a comment below. I would love to learn more. That's all from me. My name is Ivica. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and thank you so much for sticking till the very end. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you on next Sunday. Until then, bye bye.